save no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Redskins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready? Set, ready?
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the run. Great. Watch 98 to Mike.
Now it's Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Watch the twitch. 8. Show it up. Delta. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch. Check. Hey.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Let's go. jaytay6289's. 89's. 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 89's.
Six guys. Check six guys.
Running right, Portis. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Next is 3rd and 2.
Danny. Quick dash. Go. All day, dog. Where's 52?
They'll run on 3rd down with Portis. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. A run with Portis. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Flush to his right. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. That'll be a 6-yard pickup, and it leaves him with a 3rd and very long.
Right, 52, right. 52. Don't get nervous. Go. Take it. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be taken at the 13. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run, it's Foster. And his first carry, he loses the football. Panther football to start quarter number 2. We're scoreless after 1. Newton now to throw. This one complete to Troy Fumagalli. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the Panther first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to float this one deep. This is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 7-yard line.
Check it back, check it back.
Now a carry for Portis. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll run it here with Portis. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Portis. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They hand it off to Portis. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, here's Portis. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 49-yard line.
Now a give left side. It's Portis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there. Good for a Redskin first down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. 39 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Now,
meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
20. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 20.
To throw again. Newton flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Well, going deep here for Taylor. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little.
And got his man complete. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Point after try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's baby.
Gun.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, that's scared. Mike 5-4.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
3 down, 3 down. Hey! Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike.
Out of the gun, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
After the sack on first down, Jackson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He'll have a first down past the 40. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a handoff looking right. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Eluding the pressure right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they try the right side here. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. To try again after the sack. Newton, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Give me some. Here we go. 198. Watch 98. Great. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Better bring it. You better bring it.
Here's Newton. And that's caught by Smith. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Gun. Here we go.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
That's it. 180. 98 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and the Redskins scoop it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. But you got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back now at FedEx Field, it's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Redskins. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go! Let's go!
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's McCaffrey. A gain of 3, second down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
At the 43-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Watch 20. The run. Watch twins. Watch twins. Right there. 54.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. The Panthers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Check Mike 54.
Now Newton on 1st down. Going deep for Benjamin. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gano the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now a handoff looking right, and he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's all.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Newton to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Great. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the pass. Tighten up. 8.
Operating from the gun. Newton. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
54, right there. 54 Mike. Let him know. Shift. 20. Switch. Whip. Watch the whip. Slam. Gun.
On 1st and 10, Newton escaping the pressure right. He's got Smith here. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready? I'm going to come back to you.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Benjamin's got it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. On first down, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton, he's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
54. Mike 54. I got it. Check hot route. Hot. Check your hot read. 8. Check 26. Watch safety green. 8. Safety's creeping. Check. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
8. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
They snap it to Newton. Now a desperation throw, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So hail to the Redskins as they get the